Hello everyone, welcome to the next video of data structure and algorithm. Today we'll discuss one of the best data structure known as your tree, which is coming under the category of non-linear data structure. Now, we have already discussed the difference between linear and non-linear data structure. So if you see the representation of a tree, you can check that from one node we can traverse to multiple number of nodes. Okay, so you are having the option that after the node A, which particular node will traverse. Okay, so either we can go to B or we can go to C. Similarly, the nonlinear data structure says that if you are at a particular data and what is the next data you will access, if that is not fixed, then you are following the nonlinear data structure. Okay, so tree is nothing but it's an abstract model of hierarchical structure. Hierarchical structure you can see from the diagram. There are multiple number of hierarchies are there. Okay, and here each value is known as a node. Okay, and every node, every pair of node are following the parent-child relationship. It means A is the parent of B, B is the parent of D and E. Okay, so if in brief, if we'll discuss what is tree is all about, now tree is nothing but it's a sequence of nodes. Okay, and we can find that there is always a starting node which is known as the root node. Currently, A is the root node, and every other node other than the root is known as your parent node. Okay, so B is known as a parent node, D is known as a parent node, E is parent node, C is also a parent node. Okay, but any node like H, I, J, F, G, those who doesn't have any child node, then that is known as your leaf node. Okay, so you can see that either in between D, H, D is known as the parent, H is known as the child node, and also these nodes which doesn't have any child node is known as your leaf node. Okay, and any node which have a child node is known as a parent node. Done. Also, C is the parent of F and G. That means F and G are known as the sibling nodes because they belong to the same parent. Okay, and this is known as level 0, this is known as level 1, level 2, and this is known as your level 3. Okay, so every level the nodes will be present. Clear? Also, if you want, you can add some more number of children also here without any problem because there is no restriction that one node will have that many number of children. Okay, so a node may have any number of children in tree. Clear? So basically tree is nothing but it's an abstract model or non-linear data structure which follows hierarchical structure where parent child relationship exists. Okay, and always the first node is considered as the root node. Okay, now in general, if we'll implement the concept of tree, then it is very difficult to generalize or define it. Why? Because if there will be multiple number of children, then how to define in general through programming? Okay, so that is why the next concept, that is a binary tree, has come. Okay, so what is binary tree? In binary tree, no node, this is very important, no node can have more than two children. That means either there will be a left child, there will be a right child, or there will be both children. Okay, or like H, they don't have any child. Okay, so that means either a node has zero number of child, one number of child, or two children. Okay, so that is considered as your binary tree. So if you see this diagram, A is known as the root of the binary tree. Okay, because that is the starting node. Then B is the left child. Okay, and C is the right child of A. Done. And as per our discussion, any node like D, H, I, F, J, those doesn't have any child, they are known as your leaf node. Okay, so now it will be easy for us to define the binary tree. Why? Because in a binary tree, every node we will have three things. Okay, one, the information or the value itself. Second, the address of the left child and address of the right child. Okay, and whenever any node is keeping the address of left child, the left child itself is also a node. Okay, now if we'll define a particular node in binary tree, then you have to write struct node. Suppose you will keep the value of integers, so integer info struct node star left child struct node star right child. Okay, so this is how we'll define a particular node in binary tree. Okay, and there will be a root node which will be initialized to null. Okay, because now you have not constructed the tree. Clear? Very simple. So any node in binary tree you have to define in three ways, because one, information will be there. It will keep the address of the left subtree, address of the right subtree. Okay, and the root will contain null. Done. Okay. Now again, the problem with binary tree is what? We can check, there are different examples that already have discussed, that a binary tree with one node, because nothing is there, no child is there. Then binary tree with two nodes where a left child is present. Again binary tree with two nodes where right child is present, and binary tree with three nodes where both the children are present. Okay, so that means we have discussed either 0 or 1 or two children can be available. Okay, but if you see the problem of binary tree, you have to go to the previous slide. Now you can check that suppose I need to search a particular node in binary tree, then there will be no specific rule. I don't know where E is present. E can be present in anywhere in binary tree. So I have to search the entire tree to search whether E is present or not. Because during the construction of binary tree, we don't have any specific rule. We are having the rule that any node can have maximum two children will be considered as a binary tree. But do you know that which node is present at which position? No. So that means there will face a lot of problem while searching a particular node in binary tree, because there is no specific rule that this particular node will be present in this specific position. Okay, so for that only we are going for the next concept, that is known as a binary search tree. Okay, and binary search tree is a practical implementation of the nonlinear data structure tree. Okay, so here we have specified some rule. What? Now first of all, the BST should be a binary tree. First of all, that means it will follow all the rules of binary tree, that every node will have maximum two children, either 0 or 1 or 2. Okay, and that will be either empty, means nothing will be there, or every node will contain a value. Here you can say every node is containing a value, that is we are considering as key value. Okay, but what is that rule is all about? Now all keys in the left subtree, this is known as your left subtree. Okay, this is considered as left subtree of the root node. Okay, now all the values in the left subtree are smaller than the key value or the root value. You can check 1, 3, 6, 4, 7, all are less than 8. So that means any value will be present in the left subtree of any node should be smaller than the its parent node or the root node. Okay, like suppose 1 is less than 3, that's why it is present in the left hand side. 6 is greater than 3, so it is present in the right side of 3. 4 is greater than 3, so it is present in the right side of 3, but less than 6, so left side of 6. Okay, similarly you can check 13. 13 is greater than 8, that's why it is present in the right of 8. Greater than of 10, so right of 10. Less than 14, that's the left side of 13. Okay, so you can check all keys in the left subtree of the root are smaller than the key in the root node. Similarly, all keys in the right subtree are greater than the root node. Okay, and one more point is the left and right subtrees of the root again follows binary search tree. It's not about the rule is not applicable to only to the root node. This is applicable to every node. So the left subtree, right subtree will also follow the concept of binary search tree. Okay, so there is a simple principle that if you are writing or if you are keeping any number of nodes in BST, then every node which is smaller than the root node will be in the left subtree. Every node which is greater than the root node will be in the right subtree. Okay. Now, for example, suppose you need to consider few more values. Suppose 50, 30, 70, 25, 18, 3, 64, 58. Okay. So these are the values, and one more. Suppose you are 18. These are the 80s. Two values with same key cannot be available. Suppose this is 28. Okay. So duplicate values are not allowed in BST. Now, if I consider all these values and to construct a binary search tree, then the first node will be my root node. Okay. After that, 30 is coming. Now you have to check with the root node. 30 is less than 50. So it will be in the left of 50. Okay. Now coming to 70, compare with the root node greater than 50. It will be in the right side of 50. Okay. Now coming to 25. 25 is less than 50. So come to left. Already something is present in the left side. Again compare. 25 is less than 30. So it will be in the left of 30. Again 18. 18. Suppose make it 30. Okay. So 18. 18 is 30 is already present. So 35. 18 is less than 50. Less than 30. Less than 25. So it will be in the left of 25. Okay. 35. 35 is less than 50. Come to left. Greater than 30. So 35 will be in the right of 30. Next 28. 28 is less than 50. Come to left. Less than 30. Come to left. Greater than 25. So 28 will be in the right of 25. Coming to 64. 64 is greater than 50. Come to right. Less than 70. So left of 70. And then 58. 58 is greater than 50. Come to right. Less than 70. Come to left. Less than 64. Okay. So this is how we will construct the binary search tree. And if you see, all these rules are applicable here. That means the values which are present in the left subtree is less than the root node. And every value present in the right subtree are greater than the root node. Okay. And duplicate values are not allowed in tree. Okay. So this is the overview or the basic concept of tree. In our next video, we'll implement all the concept of binary search tree. Okay. So thank you everyone for watching this.